Welcome back. In sports news, Nigeria's senior men's cricket team defeated Pirates Cricket Club of South Africa by 6 wickets as they continue preparations for the African T20 Championship. The South African team recorded a total of 134 runs for 5 wickets in 20 overs. Nigeria's Olayinka Segun made 33 runs from 21 balls, while Akolade Saheed put in 32 runs. The T20 Championship will begin on the 20th of this month with Nigeria, Ghana, Mozambique, the Seychelles, Zambia and Swaziland seeking promotion to Division 1. Meanwhile, Nigeria's under-17 team, the Golden Eagles, suffered a shocking 2-1 defeat at Gabon in their final round first leg African Championship qualifier in Libreville. Victor Osimhen scored an early 4th-minute goal for Nigeria. The home side leveled up through Mubuhi Nguba in the 26th minute, and Maomekolo Bundembi scored the winner in the 80th minute. Golden Eagles coach Emmanuel Amunike, who was not pleased with the officiating of the match, says the focus is now on the second leg game. Manchester United have won their first game of the season as their new improved team tore apart a helpless QPR 4-0 at Old Trafford. Record signing Angel Di Maria was particularly impressive and settled any early United nerves when his free kick delivery crept into the far corner. Moments later, Ander Herrera scored the second, and Wayne Rooney's quick finish ensured United took a 3-0 lead into the break. Juan Mata scored the 4th after staring in Di Maria's shot. Radamel Falcao had his debut when he was introduced as a 67th minute substitute. In MotoGP, Italy's Valentino Rossi has won the San Marino Grand Prix for Yamaha as Honda's championship leader Marc Marquez suffered a rare spill and finished 15th. The victory at Misano is the first in 15 months for the 35-year-old 9-time world champion and also ended Honda's 100% winning record for the season. Marquez, who started on the second row and was chasing a record equaling 12th victory in 13 races this year, lost control of his bike with 19 laps to go. The Spaniard's championship lead over Dani Pedrosa has been reduced to 74 points from 89. We'll end with golf. England's Paul Casey overcame a late challenge from compatriot Simon Deason to win his 13th European Tour at the KLM Open today. Casey started the day 4 shots behind overnight leader Romain Wattel, but the Englishman carded a 4-under par 66 to finish with a total of 266. 3-time tournament winner Simon Deason finished 1 shot off the lead after making a late improvement, all thanks to a 5-under par final round of 65 that put pressure on Casey. The 37-year-old Casey, who shot a course equaling 62 on Saturday, stood strong to claim his first European Tour title since last year's Irish Open. More on the foreign scene, but away from sports news, British Prime Minister David Cameron has promised to take whatever steps necessary to protect the UK from IS militants. His comments come a day after British aid worker David Haines, seized by IS militants last year, was shown to be murdered in a video posted by the militants. The 44-year-old Haines has been described by the British government as a hero, and the Prime Minister says the killers will be hunted down. Following a meeting of the UK's emergency Cobra, Mr. Cameron said Britain was second that Britain could have carried out the killing. He said the IS posed a massive threat to the entire Middle East and said it would be defeated through a comprehensive and sustained counter-terrorism strategy. Meanwhile, the Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott has announced the deployment of 600 troops to the Middle East in response to a request by the United States to combat operations by IS militants. Earlier today, he said Iraq had made it clear that it would welcome a military contribution to restore security in the country. The announcement comes 2 days after Australia raised its terrorism threat level from medium to high The Islamic State already controls large parts of Iraq and Syria, with as many as 30,000 fighters in the region. Finally, a court in North Korea has sentenced an American, Matthew Miller, to 6 years of hard labor for hostile acts. Prosecutors said Miller, who was arrested in April, had admitted having a wild ambition to spend time in a North Korean prison so he could find out about the country's human rights situation. Notes produced in court also suggested he had become a fugitive because he was involved with WikiLeaks, the organization that has leaked U.S. state secrets. Miller joins 2 other Americans currently being detained and serving sentences in North Korea. Jeffrey Fall, who came in as a tourist, was arrested in May for allegedly leaving a Bible in a public place. Kenneth Bae, a Korean-American missionary, was arrested in November 2012 and is serving 15 years in a labor camp. He was convicted of trying to overcome the government. All 3 Americans have appealed to the U.S. government to send a high-ranking representative to negotiate their freedom. At the main news again. Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola has visited the scene of the building collapse at the Synagogue Church of All Nations. Part of his findings is that the collapsed building has no approval plan. State authorities have threatened to apply the relevant sanctions. Catholic bishops of Nigeria have held a conference aimed at providing an opportunity for religious leaders to deliberate on pressing issues in the country, amongst which are the general elections in 2015 and the national security. And Liberia's President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has sacked some of her serving ministers for exhibiting what she called insensitive behavior, leaving the country without permission in the middle of an EVD crisis. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.